July 10th, Queen's Park Rec Centre Explosive Pro Wrestling presents the 9th annual Hell or High Water. We'll see the Iron Man, David Storm, get another shot at the EPW Championship against Jamie Jura, and 3 of the best tag teams in WA go at it for the EPW Tag Team titles. This is the countdown to Hell or High Water. Evolution 2010, Night 2, we saw the tag team titles on the line. Mikey Nichols and Shane Hayes defending against the #1 contenders, AZ Vergara and Damien Slater. And what an astounding matchup that was, which just shows exactly what the explosive pro wrestling tag team scene is like at the moment. You had 4 awesome competitors at the top of their game going at it, all in the names of those tag team titles.
These two teams threw everything at each other, including one of the most, shocking moments of the match when both Mikey Nichols and Shane Hayes put Amber and AZ Vergara through a table right in front of us.
Putting a woman through a table, no gentleman does that. It's something you learn from a very early age. You do not strike a woman. And you know, it was lucky that AZ Vergara was behind the girl, because if she'd gone through on her own, there could have been some serious injury that she would have sustained. So it clearly shows that Mikey Nichols, Shane Hayes, they don't care about anyone but themselves.
I gotta say, it was a big shock seeing Amber go through the table. I mean, I know she does a few underhanded things and sort of aids the Vergara and Slater team sometimes, but she does not deserve that, and I was just kind of appalled to see Mikey Nichols and Shane Hayes do something like that, because they didn't need to do that. They didn't need to even take AZ out of the matchup that way, but to see that happen was just not what I think anyone else was expecting.
Mike and Shane aren't the sort of guys who particularly care for anyone else in the locker room. They're there to wrestle. They're there to go out and have a good time. They're there to go out and show that they're the best in EPW. But the lack of concern that they showed, firstly by putting Amber through a table, and then secondly the lack of remorse afterwards, it was quite shocking for me, especially as someone who's known them both as long as I have. It wasn't the sort of actions that I expected from those guys.
It's crazy. I saw a girl get put through a table. I've been in a few hardcore matches in my time, but that was insane. In my opinion, Shane Hayes and Mikey Nichols had the match in the bag. They probably went a bit too far with that one.
Hell or High Water 2010, we have a 3-way tag team matchup for the EPW Tag Team Championships, and it's going to be a tables match. As if we need something intangible and crazy like that, but it's going to happen. And look at the 3 teams. I mean, I've been saying for a long time that the EPW Tag Team division is absolutely on fire, and this match is going to prove it without a shadow of a doubt. We have Johnny Wimbledon and Chris Weiss. These guys are the #1 contenders for the 2nd time this year, and we all remember how much they took it to the champs in their first shot at the titles.
The 2 of us becoming #1 contenders was a foregone conclusion. Look at this man. I have the biggest destructive force, clearly, in this entire federation on my side. Now, against the 2 teams we had to face for that, you've got Adam Banks and Alex Kingston and the Schmitz. They are nothing compared to my intellect and this guy's muscle.
People keep saying that Chris Weiss and Jonathan Wimbledon are the dark horses of this match, and I think that's going to work to their advantage. You can be absolutely assured that Chris Weiss and Jonathan Wimbledon will be as prepared as they possibly can be. People say that Johnny Wimbledon, he's a scumbag and that he's a little weasel, and they're absolutely correct, but he's also one of the best wrestling minds in explosive pro wrestling. He led the European Union to the tag team titles. I can tell you firsthand that in a tables match, anarchy and mayhem rule, and Johnny Wimbledon is the sort of guy that can take advantage of the mayhem, take advantage of the anarchy, and make sure that he and Chris Weiss walk out with the EPW Tag Team titles.
You're talking about brains and brawn. This is quite a cohesive unit. I mean, seriously, at Evolution, they did defeat us Schmidt. They are one of the fastest rising tag teams in EPW history. These guys, quite frankly, I feel have what it takes to take away the EPW Tag Team gold.
They've shown time and time again this year that they are a force to be reckoned with. And they're definitely the dark horse of the division. A lot of people might be quick to write them off, but they win time and time again through smarts and strength. I mean, it's without a shadow of a doubt that these guys are future champions in the making.
We have beaten every team bar two in this entire company. From Reawakening onwards, we have, you could even almost say, dominated. We just haven't won the titles yet. Twice now we become #1 contenders. First time when we faced Mikey Nicholls and Shane Haste. It was an oversight, I admit, on my part. I didn't think they'd work that well together on a regular basis. But I can honestly say that they surprised me. But it won't happen again.
With the egos involved in Damian Slater and AZ Vergara's tag team, we didn't really know how good they would work together. That was all blown away at Evolution. Seeing them both work as a tag team, they had all the timing and structure that a tag team needs. They worked together, great double team moves and tag team cooperation. I mean, these guys had everything it took to be the champions, but of course they didn't get the job done. These guys have revenge on their mind. After AZ and Amber getting put through a table, they're out for revenge. They want to put Shane Haste and Mikey Nicholls through the table, and in this match, in Hell or High Water, it's all completely legal. Not only is it legal, but it's the way to win the match, and if they put Mikey Nicholls and Shane Haste through the tables, they will be the EPW Tag Team Champions.
AZ Vergara and Damian Slater, I know firsthand how well they work as a team, even though they're only new.
Quite frankly, right now, I feel that AZ Vergara and Damian Slater, they kind of feel like they've got nothing to lose. After having Amber go through the table, they're going to stop at nothing for revenge.
We saw at Evolution that despite their lack of experience as a team, that Damian Slater and AZ Vergara are the real deal. These guys could very easily have walked away with the tag team titles at Evolution, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them score a victory at Hell or High Water.
I think at Evolution we saw a different side of Mikey Nicholls and Shane Haste after Amber going through the table, and I think that's a dangerous factor that people haven't really accounted for when it comes to people like Mikey Nicholls and Shane Haste. These guys are usually the fun-loving guys, having a lot of fun in the ring and doing all their crazy moves. But they've also got that vicious streak on them, that they'll do anything that it takes get the job done and remain the tag team champions.
The most destructive and dominant tag team we've ever had in Explosive Pro Wrestling. Mikey Nicholls and Shane Haste. Individually, two of the very best we've ever seen in EPW. Together, virtually unstoppable.
Now, Mikey Nicholls and Shane Haste, when put against any team, have clearly been the dominant force. But put them against two teams and add into that the unpredictability of tables, we'll see how well they do. I have never been put through a table, and I never will be.
I don't know who's going to win. All I know is that there's going to be broken tables, broken bodies, and quite possibly new tag team champions. Three-way table match? Now that's hardcore.
Some of the most exciting and amazing matchups in Explosive Pro Wrestling history have been tables matches. And we've seen a lot of great tag team tables matches as well, with the GST versus the Forefathers in the past. And of course, the match of the year last year was Shane Haste and Alex Kingston up against Dan Moore and Chase Griffin in, once again, a tag team tables match. I think this one has the potential to be even more exciting than ones in the past. I mean, you look at the three amazing teams going at it, and I mean, all the crazy moves these guys do, putting people through the tables, it's just going to be off the charts action. It's going to be dangerous, it's going to be insane, it's going to be really cool, and it's going to be exciting to watch for all of us. So it's all going to happen on the 10th of July at the Queen's Park Rec Centre, the 9th annual Hell or High Water. We've seen in the past, Hell or High Water is always a big event, and this one's going to be huge as well. Three-way tag team tables title match. That's just insane. You also have David Storm getting another shot at Jamie Drew's EPW title in an unpredictable matchup, which is going to be absolutely awesome. You need to go to epwperth.com for more details. Hell or High Water, July 10th, Queen's Park Rec Centre. I want to see you there.